Yeah, that's not ideal.
From the desert's hot embrace to the cool of eucalyptus shade, no fence holds back the spirit of the path we bravely made. Ten adventures we won't be tamed, blazing trails where wildfires reign.
G'day campers, welcome back to 10 Adventures. Over the last 12 months, I've been having some minor issues while I've been driving. Nothing to do with the Prado, of course. This car is great. But if you remember, 12 months ago I did a review of the iCheck TPMS tyre management system, pressure monitoring system. The problem I've had is that the display unit, solid power display unit that sits on your dash, it comes with a rubber pad that's supposed to stop it sliding around. And over the last, particularly over the last probably 6 months, I've just noticed that just doesn't stick to the dash anymore. In fact, it's become slightly dangerous. So to avoid this happening again, I wanted to do something with the dash that's going to allow that to stick, but not be, but not leave any nasty residue or anything on my dashboard. Obviously, if I do eventually decide to sell this car, I want to have a clean and pristine vehicle as much as possible, get what we do with it. So my immediate thought, let's put a dash mat on it. And I had a look at genuine Toyota dash mats, and yeah, no, just what you're getting, they're quite costly. So I had a look around, had a look on the internet, and I found a company called Sunland. And they're an Australian company, they're Australian-made products, and they make custom-fit dash mats for a range of vehicles. You can get them for the Prado. I don't know if they've done one for the 250 series yet, if you made the mistake of buying one of them. But certainly for just about any other car on the market, they've got one for four-wheel drives. I know they do the 150 Prado. They've got about 500 different variants for the Ford Ranger, which is out of necessity because Ford can't make up their mind what they're doing. Surprise. They've got them for the Nissan Patrol, and right down to your little Corolla hatchbacks. So plenty of options available. So this is what we bought. This is the specific model for the Prado 150 for the VX, my year. This cost me $80, $79.99 from Autobarn. They're probably the major stocker of these Australia-wide. They range in price from sort of $79, $80 to over $100. But look, compared to what Toyota are going to charge you for a genuine one of these, I'm not too displeased. So there's a few little bits and pieces with this that we need to go over before we actually put it into the car. It's not just a case of just slide it in there. There are some adhesive points, but according to Sunland, the Velcro points that they use to stick this to your existing dash are easily removable. The glue is specifically designed for dashboards, so it won't leave a residue behind. Now, do I believe that? For $80? I don't know. That said, if I do ever sell the car, this will be going with it because it's not going to be needed anywhere else. The other thing I'm planning on doing with this as well is potentially setting up a mount for my CB radio sitting about here, but we'll get to that a little bit later on. So let's get into the car and have a look at what we're going to do before we put this in. All right, so the first thing that we need to do, one of the reasons that this unit is not sticking anymore, you see that just slides around. You can see on the underneath, it's gotten quite dusty. The non-stick surface, the stick surface, it's definitely not non-stick, it's non-stick now. That sticky surface has just gotten so embedded with dust and other things from just being in the car that it just won't work anymore. So I'm going to fix some Velcro to this later on to stick it back where I want it within easy viewing distance. But the reason I talk about the dust is before we put this this cover in, we've got to get all of the dust out of the car. So first thing we're going to do is give this whole dash a wipe down with a couple of wet wipes, and maybe go over with some paper towel just to dry it off before we fix anything to it. Tell you what, you can feel the heat coming off the top of this car. This is going to be the other advantage of this dash mat, is that it's going to protect the dash itself from sunlight and excessive UV exposure. Obviously the windscreen's the one place in the car that I don't have a tinted window. That's literally burning my hand. Apparently, and I don't know, again, I take this with a grain of salt, but allegedly this dash mat will also keep or work towards keeping your car cooler. Now, given it's black, I'm not entirely convinced that that's going to be correct, but look, if it works, I'll be very happy. Anyway, look, I'm just going to finish dusting this off. I'm going to head around the other side of the car just to get a better access to that side, and we'll then start applying some stickers. Back in a sec. One other thing that I will get to as well is just remember, with your car, somewhere around here, you're probably going to have a passenger airbag. So it's really important that when you're fixing everything down, you do not apply any of the fixtures to this. The mat itself does have a cutaway for your airbag, so that it doesn't impact or doesn't restrict the inflation of that airbag in the event of an accident. So that's a really important thing to keep in mind. If you do apply any adhesive points here, that flap is not going to be able to deploy properly and could result in potential injury to your passenger, or do goodness knows what with the rest of the mat and your dash. So it's yeah, we'll keep that clear. Four sets of Velcro tabs. So you've got a couple of things. You've got 4 pieces of the hook, or Velcro hook. That's these ones just here. These ones you'll fix to your dashboard. Underneath that, you've got 4 pieces of dash mat soft fit. So the idea is that when you put your stickers down, you put one of these on top in the middle of where you want it to sit, and we'll then peel the sticky side off as we put the dash mat down. Now let's put these on. Now it's worth pointing out at this point that it is really, really important that when you're putting these down, it is the long piece that is on your dash. That's the part that's got the glue that is designed to not stain or damage your dashboard material. So the other thing you can do before you put it is just give it a test fit. Make sure that everything lines up where you want it before you secure it down. So before I put the tape on, pardon the local hoon. So before I put the tape on, I'm just going to put the dash mat on. You get a bit of a quick look at what it's going to look like, and then we'll work out where the best places to put the adhesive is. Now looking at this, even before I've done it, that looks really good. I'm actually really quite happy with how that sits on the dash. Everything's kind of taken care of. Your vents are all clear along the back here. Your sensors have got specific cutout points so that your detection sensors are not interfered with by the mat. Okay, now the advice that was given is to apply the adhesives in areas where you're going to need it to have the most pressure down. So I'm thinking I'm going to put one up on the top here in front of my speakers. I'm probably going to put one in this corner here, just next to this speaker, and the same on the other side. And then from there, I really don't know. But yeah, that's probably the 4 places, I think. Maybe I'll do this one this far forward. So what I'm going to do before I apply them, I'm just going to sort of stick them where I think I want them to go. I'm going to stick this one in the back corner because this is my airbag. So I don't want that flap that sits about here being interfered with. I'm going to want one sitting about there, probably one sitting on top of the dashboard here, and then the last one, you won't be able to see where I put it, but it's basically the same spot as here. And that should fairly effectively secure this down. Should, he says. What I'm going to do is reapply the dash mat without removing the adhesive surfaces, just so I can get it into the position I want. Make sure that everything is covered. And from there I can just hold down this point here with my hand, reach in, peel off the bit that I've already peeled off, and just push down with my hand now that that's on. As you can see, I've still got plenty of room for this flap here. That's not going to get stuck anywhere. Definitely going to have to readjust my mirror after this. I've headbutted about 4 times, I reckon. Now, I might end up contacting Sunland directly and getting some more adhesive strips, because I'd actually like to put one either side here just to push these points in here a little bit tighter, but overall it's fitting quite well. So I'm just going to go around the other side of the car and just pop the unit in that corner, and then we'll do the front too, and then we're done. Alright, well that's now in. I may even get away with that, to be honest. Now, as I mentioned, one of the reasons for doing this is so that I can put this in and not have it slide off. I don't think that this is going to secure it and stop that from happening. It's still going to slide around. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to go through the sewing kit and see whether the wife's got any adhesive Velcro. I'm just going to basically take this rubber piece off, put some Velcro on the back, and just stick this to the dash mat where I can see it, and it's just going to stay out of the way, but most importantly not go flying off, smash me in the knee while turning my windscreen wipers on, and worst case scenario ending up under the brake pedal. So, you know, for me this is a safety thing more than anything else. I will say the carpet it's still warm, like it's black, it's going to heat up, but it does feel cooler than the dash did, so that's interesting. But I digress. So look, yeah, this is a safety thing. I'm going to get this secured down, and then the next thing is going to be, I've got a magnetic mount for the GME CB radio. I'm probably going to mount that here with some Velcro as well. That way I can see it, and it's out of the way, but I can grab it if I need to. I haven't put anything there, and it's become a bit of a pain in my backside with where I mounted it, which I thought was a brilliant idea at the time in the center console, but it just means that it sits on my knee when I'm driving, and that's not been ideal. So I'm going to put the mount here. I may end up just using the adhesive and put it here, but again, I want to try and avoid sticking anything that's not, well, made for sticking to a dash. So there it is, guys. That's the Sunland Dash Mat fitted to the car. So first impressions, it's a really good fit. It's clean. It's obviously very, very easy to fit if you follow the instructions. All in all, would I recommend this? Personally, yes, this is 5 out of 5 stars for me. I'd also point out that this is Australian made, so Sunland are an Australian company. All of their dash mats are manufactured here in Australia, so they're not an Australian-owned company manufacturing offshore somewhere. They are manufacturing here in Australia, so again, that comes with a really high recommendation for me, just to keep supporting and buying in Australia. The manufacturing industry in this country is already in a pretty bad way, so where we can support Australian manufacturing, let's keep doing it. Anyway, leave me a comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think. As I say, I'm wrapped, but do you think $80 to $100 is too much to pay for this, for an Australian-made product? Honestly, I hope you're in the same opinion as me, that you do think it's worth it, but let me know down below what you think. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.
10